Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the spatial report about from full moon to a new moon. That's going to be at Sag, at Sagittarius. Talking about if you've been following the daily reports, I've been talking to you when the midheaven goes into from Gemini to Cancer to Leo to Virgo to Libra to Scorpio. And if you pay attention into those, this is kind of like a preview of where your intuition is going to go next, which is represents the moon. And that lesson about this internal fights inside of you that you're going to go through this full moon, you need to understand that the whole process of a new moon to full moon to another new moon, which is ending the cycle of authority and intuition comes in together. There is a moment of first quarter moon and a third quarter moon. The first quarter moon is you getting into a 1/4 of the issues that you have to, you've been in the road to solve. Then when it becomes in a full moon, you feel this full power in there of this opposition. You see this intense energy, you feel those intense energies, you see what the lessons are. And 10, when the moon moves, it goes to a third quarter, and she's squaring again the sun in there. But this is going to be a very interesting positions because of this is involved Saturn. That is going to be a lot about learning the mysteries, a lot of mysteries that needed to be learned, something that is beneath the surface. We're talking about Pisces, water, deep buried emotions that are suppressed. Also, a lack of actions because of undecisiveness. What is this undecisiveness? It's coming from the duality. I need to understand that Sag, Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini, they are undecisive of this moment in there because they want everything to be perfect. They want everything to be their way in a very specific personal way. Okay. Talking about Gemini, they want the perfect friendship. Talking about Virgo, they like to have the perfect surrounding in there. Scorpio, the perfect intimacy, and that positions it could lead to from the good positions all the way to whatever you can think of. And we're talking about Pisces, okay? Right there is about this perfect, mysterious ways in there that you can flow with it. But since those are duality signs in there, Pisces is the last sign in there, and Saturn and Pisces, that is it, the last lessons. And we're going to be learning those lessons until the year of 2025. That is going to be a moment when it's going to be a very interesting because this is going to be the moment when Saturn, Neptune, and it's going to be crossing both at the same time. They're going to be crossing through areas, but you're going to see the moon is going to be affecting this. But talking about this through this period right now, within this full moon to a new moon, we're going to have the moon that it's going to be going through Cancer. You're going to find out what you're doing at this for the family. Then the moon, it's going to go through Leo. It's talking about you to see it's not all about you in these positions and what is it the divine energies are going to be. And then we're going to be going into Virgo, this third quarter moon, that it's going to be opposing Saturn. So you're going to be able, through the third quarter moon, to finalizing, because from this third quarter moon, from where the moon is in Virgo, all the way into Sag, it's going to ending that cycle. You're going to find the last quarter of the informations that you need to learn from within. So the first quarter begins from new moon to the first quarter. The second quarter begins from the first quarter moon to full moon, then from a full moon to third quarter. You're learning the third part, the third process, and then from the fourth the to the third quarter to the new beginning of the new moon that it's going to be, you are finishing that journey, that lessons of intuitions and authority that come in. And this is in a monthly basis. That's how we study the energies of everyone's around. But at the same time, we study the energies they are coming with. So if you've been watching the report in there, I'm going to be showing you the chart right now. Right in here so you guys can see it. So we're talking about that oppositions right here. We're talking about that I choose the 12 o'clock at noon. That is a Greenwich in there. And you see it at that oppositions with Mars and the Sun that it goes on. Is it there, my friends? It is I'm a friend. Is I'm a friendly? What am I restricting? Why I'm not open? Why I'm not doing it this? What is this mysteries behind all that? And talking about with this, since Gemini is the third zodiac sign, you are going to be reviewing your ages of 3. When you learning about, primarily, you begin to learn about friendshipness, then we're talking about the age of 16. Probably pick up a friends in a both good side and a bad side, and that determined something within your life. And value of friends, a value of the situations from within. So talking about that energy that is going to be intensive of that full moon is going to be trigger, but also is going to be clear some paths out. Things that doesn't serve a purpose or don't have a purpose are going to be cleared out. Because what you're going to be authorized is everything that leads to move forward, to evolve. So with that being said, and the next day, which is we are talking about, this is going to be a 28. As you see, the moon is moving there. There's going to be a beautiful trines with Venus. Very beautiful energies. Still, Venus is have this yacht. Thank God for this yacht because this is an important yacht that goes on right now, but it's going to go away. But talking about where the moon is like this, you're going to see this very beautiful vibes feeling in the air. But at the same time, your visions can be blindfolded. This is why you have to look with beneath the surface. Okay, Saturn and Neptune, they are giving you things within Pisces, but don't just be fooled by the waves. Go deep. You want to find out the secrets of the oceans? You want to find the secrets from within yourself? You need to dig deep. Why certain things happen in your life? Go deep. And that is going to be determined how you're a friend to your own self and trustful to yourself, and how that's going to be evolved with the friendship with others. Okay. So talking about in the next day, the moon is going to be actually a lot of divine energies. As you see it in a daily reports, I was talking those divine energies, they are going to be from the moon in Cancer, because you're doing everything this about family. I mean, don't thinking about family, just personal family you have. We all living in a one house called Earth. We all family. Put that inside of us in a perspective. And that is going to be a lot of empowering of this fully intelligent intuition that's going to be talking to the masculine energies, to Mars. It's going to be talking to the Sun, to the authority of this. There's going to be a lot of energy of start writing, start expressing, start stalking, start maturing. As we see it, this yacht actually is very powerful. There are quite a few yachts because a lot of going on here at Sag in there. But the Jupiter right now, it begins to have this divine energies with the sun and Mars, and at the same time the moon providing those energies. But they are beginning to be ignited from Pluto, your transformations here on Earth. And seeing it that you are crossing a boundaries, things that you have not done before, situations that you have not done before in the name of the family. Okay, so that way you building what the right things, the right base for the family is. But be mindful with the communications that you do, because the moon is going to be opposing Mercury, and Mercury that he's right now under the square in the negative energies. I don't see what is going on. I don't see where we are going. I don't see what is these situations, and so on and so on. Neptune is teaching you now. He's retrograde mode. He cannot give you a clear picture because he sent you back you to do evaluations of the visions you have. And if you are asking for guidance, there is no guidance right now. There is no vision. There is no clarity. There fogginess. Okay, because you have to review something that you did before. Review past a family or past a friendshipness, or what did you do with this material stuff, possessions, and so on. Because the cycle of this moon began when there was a new moon at Scorpio. But Scorpio had to face the energies of Taurus. That is a Scorpio energy, is also my material stuff, my financial possessions that I have from others with others, that I have to face it, the ones that I have, they're personally mine. And the realization it's coming that you can't take anything from this earth with you when you die. Why you are so obsessive about things that you have? Look inside of yourself, and it's gonna be bring you a little bit more higher perspective of understanding finances and money. But finances and money are very crucial when you comes into a family. And this is why these expressions that you are going to get it right there, you're going to find this. Okay? Very beautiful if you have something in Aquarius. I'm talking about this Aquarius because this Aquarius is going to have the sextile with everything it's Sag. And that is going to be trigger all this. And there, you to take the new road of these evolutions. You to take this new path. If you pay attention to those energies here with Mars and the Sun, they're connecting with Pluto. Pluto is connecting with Neptune. Neptune is connecting with Uranus. So all connecting. Everything is connecting, okay? But the things that are not working, they're not working for a reason. The things that are going to be work, they're going to be going with the flow. And one of the things about the family is allowing the things to go with the flow and the family. We're gonna be continue doing this even on the next day, which is that's gonna be the 30th. As you see right now, the moon, as I said, watch what you have in Aquarius, because that's gonna be a powerful energies between Sag and Aquarius towards Cancer. If you have anything on Cancer, if your ascendant is Cancer, or you have whatever your Cancer follow in your chart, in there is about focus within the family. You also can look at your fourth house in there, because the moon is responsible for Cancer. There will be a present energies that you want the family, you want the things that are going to be, you want the universe to be evolved within this family. And you're gonna find this energies very interesting, because right now the moon is connecting to Uranus. Uranus is connecting to Neptune. Neptune is connecting to Pluto, and Pluto gives the power to Mars and the Sun. But also there is a divine energies here with the moon. Okay. And that intuition is going to be the focus of the primary focus about what do you do, what your understanding about family is, how that family affecting you, how the family affected you when you grow, how the family was built right at the beginning of building the society. Go back into the tribal mode when there was a respect, when someone is got family, there was respect, but people didn't want the respect. They wanted to own more. They started the wars. They started taking things. And that begins to create more and more issues. Also, the survival mode, as soon as the quality of life begins to upgrade, Everyone wants to have the highest quality of life possible. But there is a difference when you have a quality of life as far as material things, and when you have a quality of life as far as a spiritual, beautiful, happy home. Some people learning this, and that's what this lesson is about. So, talking about the next day, which is that's going to be the 1st of December, the moon is still going to be at Cancer. In there, she's going to be transitioning to Leo, but this time through communications and seeking it within the limitations, you're going to find out what it's limiting. Love. If you haven't transformed everything with love into the family, if you can only provide, 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 but there is no love with what you provide, if you're doing some homework, okay, if you're a homemaker as a woman and you stay home and only do that, okay, but there is no love for how you do it. How do you feel at home? And this is going to be some powerful improvements, powerful triggers, because the visions is going to coming in there. Venus is going to be in divine energies with Neptune. As you see, the moon is in divine energies with Saturn, seeing what is the issues are. Are you closed off to your own self that you're close to other people? Are you closed off to other people because you still have wounds that needs to be healed right now in there? And what is your understandings about love? Okay, there is a difference between love and indulgence. You gotta learn that. And some of this family stuff, it's gonna be comes out as an issue, but it's gonna be coming in for the reason to be clarified with who, with the authority, with the Sun and Mars. Okay. All right, so we are talking about in the next day, which is that's gonna be the 2nd of December. There you see the moon is in Leo, and that is a really squaring Jupiter. I mean, people don't want to grow. If you point out directly to the people what they need to grow, they don't want to grow. But the authority and Mars, they want to grow. So if you're using your proper intuition, if you excuse me, if you're using this powerful trine of fire energies in there, you use that internal fire as a king and a queen is like, okay, let's rebuild the society. Let's see what we can do. Let's get this inspirations going. Let's get this fire burning. Let's make the decisions. Let's get these actions in order. But they have to be with this growth. What is the growth though? Jupiter is retrograde. And as you see at the moon, it's empowering all this, but at the same time, Jupiter is empowering with the spirit, both authority and intuitions. Finally, the lessons are learned. We have to go and create some action. Pretty soon that action is going to be released. But before the release of the actions, I'm talking about currently, only Mars is square Saturn. The authority is free to make decisions. You're going to find out like finally like something broke down or something it gives you this power of making the decisions. Before you couldn't make decisions, now you do. And since that release from Saturn towards the authority, it's coming. Right now, Mars, who is represent your internal warrior, now he's free of actions. But before he's free of action, he has to have a clarity of the visions. And the clarity of the visions are coming from where? From the authority. This is why first the authority comes in. It's got a clarity of the vision. And then the authority is going to give the order to the warrior, to the person, to the actions, to authorize the actions of how you're going to be proceed on that standpoint. So talking about in the next, I'm sorry, that was a, there we go. I'm looking at the moon has now moved a little bit in there. I click in the hour, not to the day. Sorry about that. We're talking about here is the moon that right now it is squaring Uranus. That is a lot of the people, as you pay attention on a daily chat energy that comes to a certain times. in a late afternoon. You see that energies right now. You're gonna feel this energy throughout the day, though. Okay, and that is gonna be of people who wants to stay against the universe. And I said before, don't fight the universe. That it's one of the lessons that when you see a little bit power, you see a little bit money, you see a little bit progress, and you're like, okay, now I got everything. Everything is under my control, and I can go ahead and do what I have to do. Boo. You're not in control. Universe is in control. And this is why some of the people are learning this energies, they're learning these situations. And the universe, it's like, let me remind you who is in charge of here. You're here to learn and to respect the spiritual and the spirit's parts with everybody, not only yours. I can support everybody, but if there is a situations you not respect, then if you don't have respect with what's going on within the divine from within you, and then you think it's everything is just because that some of the energies are blessing you, that is a one of the what they say up here. Oh my God, help God! The blind has seen, and now he wants to rule everything. That's what this is. So take a look within those energies, but be mindful of what this present energy will be within yourself. And we are talking about it on the next day at the fourth in there. This is gonna be that. If you pay attention, this a little bit. This is gonna be that third quarter moon. As you see at the moon right here, it's opposing Saturn. You now see directly what is not right. Where is that wall is? Where is this stoppages, blockages, internal wars, internal limitations, these mysteries behind it? And you see what is the lack of authority that has not yet been done, so the actions can begin. You finally getting it what you have to learn and do until the moon from that point of Virgo, it's gonna go and it's gonna join. It's gonna join the sun again for this beautiful union. So that way, the intuition and authority, which is queen and the king type archetype, in there, if you wanted mother father situations in there, they're coming together of that month, and they're coming and they're discussing the things that are supposed to be discussed for where have you been, what is it going on, what have we learned, and how can we go and evolve. Now, because this is in such energies, there's going to be a lot of expressions, there's going to be a lot of spirituality involved, arts, writings, music, sculptures, and so on. Development is gonna be, but that's gonna comes in from this empowerment of Jupiter, who is also a retrograde. All right, so talking about it the next day, this energy still is gonna be going on towards the sun, but it's gonna begin to kind of like a fading out. You finally, because there is no this oppositions with Saturn, as you pay attention right here, you finally crossed over these limitations in there. Saturn right now is in a very beautiful energies with Venus. Venus just crossed into Scorpio. Now, Venus in Scorpio has the lowest uh, energy. She's descending into the darkness. Usually, when a Venus is in Scorpio, that is the love goes into the hell to shine the light into the underworld. Basically, you're going to put the love from within your own darkness and shine it bright in there. So when Venus is gonna go down, that it's gonna be when she's reaching the mid Scorpio, and then she's gonna begin to rise up when she's coming out from the mid to the end of the Scorpio. And then when a Venus comes out in Sag, Oh my God, you're gonna be finding the best written things about love, the best expressions, the best love songs is probably gonna be written during this time. But for right now, what we are talking about that Saturn is gonna be helping Venus is like, this is why you're going, this is what the restrictions are. Now go into the subconscious and put the love there. Okay? Go in and put there. And Pluto is gonna be squaring Venus because he's gonna tell her, you need to change that. Because without that, you can't take the new energies that are coming. All right. So talking about in the next day, which is not gonna be the 6th, the moon it's still gonna be at Virgo. This time she's gonna opposing Neptune. Sees why there is no divisions. Again, be mindful about this square with Mercury, how you communicate and do things with your hands. In there, you need to understand that you hear the words, but you're watching the eyes and you're watching what the person says with his words. That will tell you a lot about the person, expressions. And this is why when you talk, you also move your hands. Okay. And that is under the controls of Virgo. But now, since the moon is there, you're gonna be looking at to these situations, but you're gonna find the divine energies with Saturn. The divine teacher is gonna comes in and help you to improve your intuition. What do you need to do to prepare you for what? To set you for what? Because the moon is gonna be crossing into Libra to set you a proper balance, the proper contracts, the proper marriage, the proper relationship. First with yourself, but then with others. And this is why this energies of Saturn right now is going to help with that transition. And also, as I said, look at what you have in Aquarius right here. That energy towards Virgo is going to be very helpful. Very helpful. All right. So here is on the next day talking about this perfections in there. That's what Venus was. That divine energy is there with Jupiter. You'll see on the next day, the moon is going to have the divine energies with Uranus. Did you learn that love? And now the intuition catching up with that love again. What are you going to do? Well, since Venus is opposing Jupiter, that is a like Athena opposing Zeus. And here is there is a war in heaven. But you need to understand that Jupiter is right now, it's teaching Athena, is like, hey, you need to learn the proper love. I'm Zeus. You're not Zeus to control me. You have to look that love in there. Usually, people who have this oppositions of Jupiter um, with Venus, usually that's happened is that these people have a lot of immature situations about love. And this is why the Venus is going into Scorpio, to put that maturity there. Okay, you're gonna see it later on when the Venus coming out at Sag. That beautiful energies they're gonna be again ignited with Jupiter, but he's also gonna be direct. He's gonna be says, hey, you're getting going with that when he gets direct, but you're gonna find the ignition, that spiritual ignitions in there later on. All right. So here is this is pretty much where the Venus is, and as the current moments, you see that divine energies with Uranus and Neptune power right now, and the moon is going to be remind you about these energies, especially that the moon right now it's have this mid-heaven situations in there with the sun. You're gonna feel those powers. But that is a what powers though? That is a the powers that finally the authority and the intuition understood that mother, father have to come together and send the energies back. That thanks to the divine energies in the universe. Thanks for the lessons. Thanks for revolving everything. Thanks you for the balance. This is why the moon that is in Libra, it's gonna be calling for. Let's go to the church. Let's go to the temple. Let's go outside. Let's go see the stars and thankful the stars for the journey. However, your ways of doing this is. But first, you have to feel it from within yourself. Your authority and your intuitions in there to express the thanks into the universe. All right, so we're talking about this day. That is gonna be the moon meets Venus, and it's gonna be opposing in there. And a lot of the people are like, "What I'm gonna do with this love?" We talk about those angel wings. You see it again within your own self. We talk about those angel wings. They are made from Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn. And talking about the growth, the communications, and finding the learnings and restrictions. They are coming in so you can spread your wings. And now, if you see it, the universe, Uranus is right now setting this energies towards the sun. You're gonna find out that the masculine energies inside of you, the authority inside of you, is gonna be under the divine guidance. But if you don't seek the divine guidance, how you gonna get it? You're blindfolded. You cannot have someone who doesn't believe in God and doesn't believe in spirituality to all of a sudden believe. But there's gonna be an extraordinary events when a day shows up of the people to believe again. Back belief in those mysteries, energies, that it's not all about the Benjamins, and it's not all about the money. There is something more out there. Talking about this money, this situations, the moon right now opposing Uranus, that is going to be like, those people who are unhappy and so on and so on, and they want more and more and more and more, and they, what about me and so on. Um, that is going to be this intuition that's going to fight with the universe. Universe, you gave me the best thing that I have, but it is not the things that I want. Why would you do that? How do you know that whatever the universe gave it to you was not the greatest thing you ever going to need down the road? And this is why that inner fight within the shadow with your ego and so on is going to be kicked in that day. Please refrain from any financial transactions or doing things with finances in there or making certain decisions in there. Okay, they're not going to be supported by the universe. All right. And we're talking about the moon. It's coming out of the Scorpio in there. Venus is still opposing Jupiter. Be mindful about your feelings. Oh, my feelings don't grow, or your feelings goes down, or so on. No, actually, right now you're doing the inner work to improve and grow your love, because the love has to be tested, and the real test of the love happens where? Not in the good moments. It's tested within the storms of life. How you hold on to it. And you're surviving those storms, that's how you grow. Who controls the growth? Jupiter, who is retrograde. Who tells you, you handle it, that storm with your soul, then you're going to handle the storm with your body. Yeah, there's going to be some storm. Because as you see that storm, it's again with Saturn. You right now want to be dealing with Saturn. You're kind of like, I got to see these limitations. I got to see all this, but I'm coming out of this storm. I'm coming out of this. I know what to do. I transform because that sextile with Pluto is in there. as you see it, this energies. And at the same time, you know, Venus is a entwined with Neptune. It's like I know what I need to do. It is the same time as divine energies with Jupiter, spiritual growth. And we're talking about the next day, which is that's going to be beginning pretty much the end of that cycle in there. As you see it, that cycle, it is ruled by the universe, the divine energies that comes in. This green line that comes from Uranus all the way up. It is about, okay, did you learn your lessons now? Did you learn what you need to do? Did you going to be performing? Because I'm going to be asking you to perform. And that is going to be that cycle that right now it's going to begin. I talk to you. Now you can talk of what you're going to do. And then when it comes in that full moon of Cancer, Capricorn, what are you going to do? Okay. But that's going to be the next special report when the time comes in about 2 weeks. So this is a why this new moon, full moon cycles, they're very, very important for it. But if they're properly understood. So if you look at it, that is a one at the moon. It is going to be connecting with Mars. So Mars is going to get the permissions from divine that here you go. You're doing the right actions. It's all good. You're not doing the right actions for it. You're going to find out why and why not. But when you look at this, the authority is going to be feel blinded. And that is going to be the new cycle to learn the clarifications, to learn the communications, to learn you to feel the proper energies inside of you. Because it's in a 6 hours from now, we are talking about this is a the 12th to 13th of December. I'm going to put the 6 hours ahead. So you can see this new moon in there. Here, that's what is going to be the new moon. That's going to be the ending of that cycle in there. You're going to find out what was the actual reasons for this. And if you pay attention, midheaven is right in here. We're talking about where the full moon pretty much was. Your divine lessons about to be a friend to your own self and be a friend to others. And that will benefit everything. Not everything has to be perfectly organized. Not everything has to be exactly the way it is, but you have to follow the proper organizations and stop within the duality, but make the decisions to go forward in life. And that's what it was, this report. Hopefully this report, guys, helps you. I want to say thank you to all of you who's watching. Thank you for your support and donations. Thank you, darling. And one more thing is that the new moon, when it comes in at Sag, where it's gonna be your energy focus within, okay? Where that it's going to be, right? It's the universe. You're going to see it, that from now on, that energy from right here, that the journey is showing you up by the universe. Thank you so much, guys. Be love.